Now we are moving to the next video. Here we are trying to understand the classification of protective coating. How we can able to classify the protective coating. Will take you. Okay. Now in the classification you can say it can be a metallic coating, anodizing for aluminum, non-convertible, convertible, thermal spray coating, cladding, powder coating, and nano coating. See, now some terms which we have used in different way, now we are using in more deep explanation. If I am moving here, you will get metallic coating. There are like we have used zinc primer also. So now again it is coming in the form of a metallic coating. So vice versa, you have to understand the terms. Zinc, what comes under metallic coating is zinc rich coating, aluminum coating, chromium coating, all these are comes under the metallic coating. Means wherever there is a coating made from metal dust, that is called a metallic coating. So in here we will see some definitions. Zinc rich coating used to protect steel from corrosion by forming a sacrificial barrier. Protect steel by forming a sacrificial barrier. Now, this is how we are trying to understand again and again the same type of term coming in 2 to 3 different ways. Then it will be go into a long-term memory and easily you can able to remember and you will not forget very soon. Example, zinc-rich coating on oil rigs for corrosion resistant in harsh environment. The same type of uh, sentences, the same type of explanation. If you will find in different level, it is very easy to even memorize all the terms and with very clarity. Now, aluminum provides corrosion protection in high temperature and highly corrosive environment because aluminum is something like which have a resistance power to for heat resistance for we can say temperature variation. Example, aluminum coating on pipeline in high temperature environment like refineries. This is here working for aluminum coating is normally working for the high temperature, zinc rich coating normally working for the sacrificial. And now chromium coating. Coating offer hardness, to make it a little bit more zoom. Offer hardness, wear resistance and corrosion protection, often used in aerospace and automotive industry. Yes, it is mostly used in the aerospace and automotive. Mostly chromium coating is very, normally it is very common in automotive industries also. Chromium plated valves and pumps in refineries exposed to aggressive chemicals. This is something definition of the metallic coating. I have to put here anyway. Definition is protective metal layer applied to substrates to prevent corrosion. This is the basic difference that how any metallic dust which forms in the form of a layer how it will protect to the base metal by means of different metal resistance. Now we will move on to the anodizing for aluminum. Electrochemical process that thickens the natural oxide layer on aluminum, enhancing corrosion resistance and durability. Everywhere you will find the corrosion resistant, everywhere you find the durability, but the differences are more or less. What type of metal is using, what type of chemical is using, what type of organic, what type of inorganic, it can be anything. So that difference is only we have to understand and learn from this video. Anodized aluminum in offshore structures exposed to marine environment and subsea pipelines to resist corrosion. So I don't think that there is something to explain here. Anodized aluminum offshore. So offshore structures, it is helping to prevent the offshore structure because aluminum is a very strong metal. Whenever it will expose to oxygen, it will form an oxide layer, and that oxide layer, it actually act as a passivation layer. It is already act as a passivation layer because after that layer will develop on any aluminum metal or coating, it will totally resist from corrosion. From extended corrosion means there is no chances of more corrosion unless it is very, very harsh environment. This is how it is meaning here. Now, non-convertible. Non-convertible means mistake here. Okay. Non-convertible coatings are those coatings that dry and cure by solvent evaporation. When they are dry, they are cured. So examples are vinyl, chlorinated rubber, asphalt and bitumen. These are all working for a non-convertible coating. That means once it is formed, then you cannot convert in any other form. Convertible coating that is able to convert. Convertible coatings are those that cure principally by some type of polymerization. Polymerization means something which is made from polymers. Polymers are a lot of polymers naturally occurring also, and synthetically we are preparing for many type of like normally if you will find that polymers are very important even in the scale inhibitors, and there are a lot of different polymers we are using to prepare a scale inhibitor also. So polymer is something very big, broad term, and in this small video it's very difficult to explain it. There's a lot of different that's a chain reaction of polymerization that is very, very strong. That is called example comes under convertible coatings are epoxies, 2-pack urethanes, polyester, vinyl ester. You know, polyesters are all very, very, very good materials. We can say it's very strong materials. Next, we'll move on to the thermal spray coating. In the thermal spray coating, a coating process where materials are heated and sprayed onto surfaces. Means when coating process where materials are heated and sprayed onto, means in the form of a spraying. How you are doing the spraying? Flame spraying and plasma spraying. In the flame spraying, definition is using heat to melt metal or ceramic particles. Using heat to melt metal or ceramic particles and spraying them onto a surface to form a protective layer. Means we are giving a heat to melt that metal. After that, we are spraying on that. This is how we are doing the flame spraying. Flame sprayed aluminum coating on offshore platforms to protect against salt water corrosion. Next, a higher temperature method of thermal spraying that allows coating of metals, ceramics and polymers. So when the metal is having very high temperature, that time if you are doing thermal spraying, that is used normally to coating of metals, ceramic and polymer. Any type of products can be made of polymers. Plasma sprayed ceramic coating on pumps and valves in refineries exposed to high heat and corrosive chemicals. See, actually, this subject is something like where I cannot give everywhere picture, but in some videos I will try to explain all these terms, so it will be helpful for you to understand all these terms very clearly. Now we are going in very short and crisp, we can say we are going in the glimpses of the terms, and slowly we will deep down all these terms to give you more clarity. So plasma sprayed ceramic coating on pumps. So here we are using pumps and valves where we are using plasma sprayed ceramic coating in refineries exposed to high heat and corrosive, where it can help to protect from high heat as well as corrosive chemical. This is how we are using thermal spray coating. Next, we will move on to the cladding. What is cladding? The application of a layer of a different material like stainless steel or aluminum over the base material to protect against corrosion and wear. Means here we are trying to give the layer of a stainless steel or aluminum on a base metal. In this way, we are trying to give, that is called a cladding. Means one metal you are protecting from another metal, but that protective metal is very, very strong. Stainless steel cladding used in corrosive environment to prevent base material degradation. Example, cladding of pipelines in petrochemical plants to prevent corrosion from acid and chemicals. Whenever if there is some chances of corrosion from acid and chemicals in the petrochemical plants, we are using that type of claddings. Now nickel cladding. Here nickel is very, very strong metal. That's the reason we are using protective coating of nickel material on the base metal. Definition: offers protection against severe corrosive environment condition, nickel-clad equipment in oil refineries exposed to harsh chemicals. We know in the oil refineries we have a harsh chemicals. That's the reason it will help to prevent from corrosion. Everywhere there is only one concept to prevent from corrosion. But there are some uses of protective coating like for coding concept, like for hazard, like for safety purpose, like for enhances the glow, like for elimination. So there are different reasons we are using the protective coating. In the second last powder coating, the powder coating is also very I can say it's a very normally we can see everywhere there is a powder coating materials are there. We are normally using in many offices, commercial complexes, everywhere if you find some furniture, all these things, that powder coating furnitures are very expensive. A dry powder coating process that creates a hard, durable finish, often used for metal surface in automotive, appliances, and industrial applications. Example: nickel-clad equipment in oil refineries exposed to harsh chemical. Here again we are giving some oil refinery example. Corrosion protection and durability. Example: powder coating and oil and gas equipment to ensure resistance to abrasion and chemicals. Aesthetic and functional. For aesthetic purpose also, powder coating on valves used in the oil and gas industry to resist corrosion and provide a clean and professional look. Here we are using the protect powder coating for the aesthetic look also. Next is nano coating. Nano coating, use of nanotechnology to form ultra-thin durable protective layers, often with enhanced properties like self-cleaning, anti-corrosion or hydrophobic effects. Anti-corrosion, it's very clear, self-cleaning also very clear, and hydrophobic effect. Hydrophobic effects means which is repel with the from water molecules or water particles. So hydrophilic means which attracts the water, hydrophobic which repel the water. So this is here we are using the nanotechnology that is made of very thin and durable protective layers. It will form thin and durable protective layers. Ultra thin protective coating using nanotechnology, often with self-healing properties. Self-healing properties means it will heal by itself because of means there is not extra things you need to add into this to give the protective coating. These nano coatings, nanotechnology, these are things are very common nowadays, and it is really a little bit expensive. Along with that, it's a part of the research, and everywhere there is a very high research is going on based on different research areas for nanotechnology. Example: self-cleaning and anti-corrosion. Nano coatings on subsea equipment to prevent biofouling and corrosion. Hydrophobic properties, nano coatings for oilfield tools to reduce water adhesion and corrosion. So wherever these type of terms are there, then try to understand this term very clearly, so it will helpful for you to select the correct option from the question bank in the exam. So this is all about classification of protective coating. Next, we will move on to the one more video. In that, I will cover type of coating and film formation process. Along with this, what is the type of coating from the basic to advanced. So we will move on to the next video.